So in the coming 4, including today, 4 evenings, we're gonna explore a few aspects of traditional meditation in Buddhism called the 4 close placements of mindfulness. Yeah, so that helps us in various ways to be the observer rather than to be the engaged person, right? So just observing various aspects of our body, of feeling, and consciousness, and objects, relation with consciousness. Yeah. The first close placement is the awareness of the body. Yeah. Normally, we identify ourselves very much with our body, but actually, we don't know really what the body is. Yeah. That we mostly identify ourselves with just things we see in the mirror or how other people relate to us. You know. But actually, there's much more. See that the body is a kind of a process or a kind of an aspect of various parts, together rather than one entity. Yeah. So the more you see things as a process, the less you will grasp at things. Yeah. We often grasp at things in our lives, or problems, or people, or situations, and then we hold on to that. You know. So that kind of, by observing these aspects, you actually can let go. So that's the first step, that we be aware of the body. That's the initial step, and then after that you try to be aware of the different feelings, and also seeing that the feelings that you're experiencing, right, in different parts of the body, they also not static, and they change. And there's a little bit of more intensity over time, or in one part of the body compared to another part of the body. There are different types of feelings, right? So if you be aware of that aspect and just observe what you, same with the body, what you actually train yourself in is to observe things rather than being engaged in aspects of life. Yeah. So if a person says something to you and there's a feeling with that, either positive or negative, if you just observe, then it doesn't influence you. But if you really get irritated by the things you don't like, or you get attached to the things you like, then the mind gets disturbed, right? Yeah. So these kind of techniques helps us to be the observer rather than to be engaged or be kind of emotionally hijacked in the various thoughts or afflictions. Yeah. So just let go of things, right? That's kind of what we call, if you have disturbing emotions, then if it's like written in water, then you write and it goes. Yeah. So most of our disturbing emotions are written in stone. Yeah, they're quite solid and static. So later on, when you extend this, then people around you and situations, and it's all basically in the same nature, right? That things are, in the nature of change, and things come and go. The more you see that aspect, the less grasp the grasping you have, right? Because if you grasp at things that change, that doesn't make sense. If you observe things, then you take a distance from things, right? If you take distance from something, then there's more clarity, there's more space in the mind to think about other things. And then, as we did in previous evenings, then you can transform afflictions or transform disturbance of mind. And for that tool also you need concentration, as we also did previously. Yeah. And with concentration meditation you also help to direct your mind in thoughts you want to follow, and to take your mind away from thoughts you don't like to follow. Yeah. So that's kind of why we need concentration meditation. Yeah. What we just did now was more or less awareness meditation, but also we need concentration meditation, as we did previously. So how do we do that? By counting, in this case, the breath, right? We know the emotions are very much related with the breath, or the sequence of the breath. So if you count the breath, one aspect, it helps you to relax and helps you to have more clarity. And the other aspect, if you have that as an object of concentration, then you generate concentration over time, and by doing so you train your mind to direct in a particular direction. If there's a thought that comes up, you don't follow, you bring your mind back. Yeah, so that's kind of what we try to accomplish with concentration meditation, that eventually you develop a mind that decides where to go. Meditation is not just completely let go. Yeah, that initially, later on, yes, but initially there should be effort, that's very important. Because it's possible to just go into a state where there's not much thinking, but actually there's no clarity, So that's kind of an aspect of what we call often mental dullness, So that's dangerous. Yeah, if you start with meditation and you engage in that for a longer period of time, then it's very important to have efforts from the corner of the mind with alertness and mindfulness. Yeah, that you make sure that you're aware of mental dullness and you're aware of distraction, either of those two. And then with mindfulness, you bring your mind back. Yeah, so that's why initially don't make your meditations too long, keep them short, and make sure there's quality. Yeah, quality is much more important than quantity. When we try to meditate and think, oh wow, there's some concentration there, oh wow, I feel really relaxed, oh this is going well, then you stop. Because if you stop when things still go well, you're going to do it again, and you keep the quality. If you don't stop in time, then you might lose the quality and just basically waste time.